Popplio Community Day is happening Saturday, August 31st from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. This will be the last of our Alolan starters to get their shiny debut during their Community Day. This is going to be a good event. We'll go over Primarina, that's Popplio's final evolution. We'll go over its meta relevancy, what it's good for in a little bit. But first, let's go over all the event details because this is a fun shiny to hunt, and this will, of course, be the best time to get it because Popplio are going to be spawning everywhere in the wild during this event with a shiny rate of 1 in 25. As usual, the featured Pokemon here, Primarina, will be getting a legacy move if you evolve it during the event or for up to 3 hours afterwards because this is not a Community Day Classic. But not only will it be getting a legacy move, which is going to be Hydro Cannon, you can see here, it's also going to get another move update that is going to be access to another charged move, Sparkling Aria. You can see both their stats on screen here. Just looking at these, the basic power stats, that's how much damage they do. You can see in trainer battles, Hydro Cannon and Sparkling Aria both do 80 damage, but we don't know the other facts about Sparkling Aria yet. We don't know how much energy it takes to use it, and we don't know how many turns it takes, so they might vary there a little bit. Also, Sparkling Aria does have status effects in the main series game, so it's not clear whether they'll add that as well to this. We'll have to wait for the full stats to come out and see how Sparkling Aria stacks up against Hydro Cannon. But just keep in mind here that Sparkling Aria is not a legacy move. You will be able to TM it onto any Primarinas you have, whether you get them during this event, you've already had them, get them in the future. Doesn't matter, not a legacy move. You don't need a special event to evolve to get it. You'll be able to get it at any time with just a regular charged TM. So definitely get Hydro Cannon. That will be a good move for Primarina. You'll definitely want that for GBL if you plan on running this thing in the Master League. Again, we are going to talk about that in a little bit. We'll go over what Primarina is good for in Pokemon Go because it does have some uses. But right now, let's continue taking a look at the rest of the event details, including the bonuses. So for this Community Day, we are going to get 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, 3 times XP for catching Pokemon. Level 60 definitely feels like it's on the horizon here. So start stacking up that XP if you're working towards 50 or enough XP to be able to hit 60 when it comes out. We're also going to get 2 times chance for trainers level 31 and up to receive Candy XL from catching Pokemon. And then lure modules and incense, excluding daily adventure incense, activated during the event will last for 3 hours. We'll get those snapshot encounters as well, so 5 snapshot encounters, and then 1 additional special trade to be made for a maximum of 3 for the day. Remember, the season bonus is an extra special trade. So during this event, you'll be able to do 3 of them, and then trades will also require 50% less Stardust. Keep in mind the trade bonuses there will actually go until 10 p.m. So you'll have a little bit of extra time for that, as well as evolving for the legacy move. So you can do your Community Day, catch all the Popplios, go through, find your best ones, maybe even do some trades, get a few luckies or something like that, a couple good IV ones. And then all the way until 10 p.m. you'll be able to evolve Primarina to get Hydro Cannon. We are going to have the standard Community Day field research as well, so that'll be catch 3 of the featured Pokemon, in this case Popplio, and you're going to get things like more encounters with Popplio, Stardust, and Great Balls. Now those encounters with Popplio are one of the best ways to hunt Hundos and Shundos because the IV floor from field research or research in general is higher. The lowest IVs you can get is 10, 10, 10. That means you have a better chance at getting a Hundo, and because you have those boosted shiny odds in the field research as well, that also means you have a better chance at getting a Shundo. So if you want to work on getting Shundos, definitely don't sleep on that field research. Get as many of those field research encounters as you can. And then we're going to have the now standard Community Day 4-star raids with the tier 1 evolution of the Pokemon. So at 5 o'clock, you will start seeing 4-star raids pop up for Brioni. That is the stage 1 evolution of Popplio. Once you complete those raids, you'll get more Popplio spanning around the gym for 30 minutes, and those Popplio will have the same boosted shiny rates as during the Community Day, so 1 in 25. So if you missed the Community Day or you want to extend it a little bit longer, you can hunt some of those raids and get those boosted shiny odds. And then we are going to have Pokestop showcases for this event as well, so hang on to any double XL Popplio, Brioni, or Primarina that you get during the event. Enter in those showcases. Maybe you can work on that showcase medal, work towards getting that PhD Pikachu encounter. All right, one last little detail to talk about here before we start talking about tips, and that is the web store bundle. So these are the standard Community Day web store bundles. You can see the one here for 1,350 Pokecoins. You get 50 Ultra Balls, 5 Super Incubators, 1 Elite Charge TM, and 5 Lucky Eggs. If you like Elite Charge TMs, that is a good bundle to buy. You basically get the cost of the bundle in the items, so those 50 Ultra Balls, the 5 Super Incubators, and the 5 Lucky Eggs. And the Elite Charge TM there is like just a couple coins or basically free. So one of the best ways to get those. And then there is a second bundle for 480 Poke Coins that will get you 30 Ultra Balls, 1 Incense, 3 Super Incubators, and 1 Lure Module. Okay, that's it for the event details. Now let's go over some tips, starting with the best Mega to use. Now, Megas will help boost your candy gains. If you don't know, you do want to use a Mega that is at the highest Mega level. That will get you the most amount of candy and the best chance at Candy XL. So definitely go with a Water Mega because both Popplio and Brioni are pure water types. So go with a good Water Mega at the top Mega level. That's going to include Mega Blastoise, Mega Slowbro, Mega Gyarados, Mega Swampert, or Primal Kyogre. But with that 2x catch candy bonus, using Pineapps and using a Water Mega, you should be able to stack up a lot of candy for Popplio. And you definitely will want a lot of candy and a good amount of Candy XL, because a little spoiler here, we'll talk about this more in a little bit, but it's mainly good for Master League and also a little bit decent as a fairy type raid attacker if you need one of those. But first, let's take a look at the 100% IVs, because if you want it for Master League or as a raid attacker, you want the best IVs possible. Now remember, we can only tell a Pokemon is 100% IVs in the wild if it is at the maximum level it can spawn at in the wild. Normally that's 30. When it's weather boosted, it is level 35. So you can see the CP numbers you want to watch out for. Now take a look in the wild. You're looking for 967 in non-boosted weather or 1048 in boosted weather for those Popplios. Keep in mind there are lots of other CP numbers that could mean it's a Hundo. This is just for the level 30 or the level 35 ones. Those are the only ones you can be sure, but definitely catch every Popplio you see and check it. That's your best chance of getting a Hundo. And then if you're doing those field research tasks, the Hundo CP for Popplio is 483. And then if you're doing the 4-star raids after the community day ends, you will be catching Brioni, not Popplio. So the 100% CP numbers you're looking for there are 1077 in non-boosted weather or 1346 in boosted weather. And because they're both pure water types, that is going to be boosted in rainy weather. All right, now let's talk about whether Primarina is any good. And as I mentioned before, it is good in the Master League and it is decent as a fairy type raid attacker. So you can see it up on screen here. You can see it ranks number 10 as a fairy type with Charm and Moonblast. And then if you need a water type raid attacker, it does have Waterfall and Hydro Cannon now with that legacy move. So it might be okay. I don't think it's going to be great. There's no rankings out yet with Hydro Cannon, but I don't think that's going to make it great, but it might be okay to fill in a little bit. Same thing basically with the Fairy 2. It's not bad, but it's not great. So you don't want to invest too much Stardust into this as a raid attacker. But in the Master League, it is one of the best fairies. Xerneas does outrank it, but that's a legendary, harder to get. This will be a fun fairy to run for sure. You can see the current recommended moveset is Charm, Disarming Voice, and Hydro Cannon. I don't think Sparkling Aria is going to edge out Hydro Cannon. Depends whether it brings some good buffs or debuffs with it. We don't know if that's going to happen yet, but my guess is it might, just because it does have some status effects in the main series game, but we'll have to wait and see. You can see for its max CP, it tops out at 3,618 with an attack of 232, a defense of 195, and a stamina of 190. So definitely more attack weighted here. That's why it tends to function best in the Master League versus the Great League or the Ultra League, where you generally want a little bit more bulk. You can see it doesn't have many weaknesses. It's only got Electric, Grass, and Poison. Got a decent amount of resistances and it is strong against some good typings. Of course, Dragon, Dark, those are important ones for the Master League. It's going to function mainly as a counter to the Dragons. Also a few dark types that you come up against. Also, it's a really cool shiny, especially as Primarina. So even if you're not worried about meta-relevant Pokemon, this is still going to be a great community day. Get out there, hunt yourself some shinies. All right, everybody, that's all the information I have for you in this video. Right now, we have to say a big thank you to our mythical members, Body on a Planet, Kate, and Fallman. Thank you to them for supporting the channel at the mythical level. It really does help out, as well as all of you who watch the videos, like, comment, come to the live streams, whether you lurk or chat. And of course, those of you who subscribe, you make future videos and future live streams possible. I'm super grateful for all of you. I wish you much luck on Popplio Community Day, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.
I've got something incredibly funky.